Yo, what it do? It's your boy Eli. I'm back here again with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about my edibles experience. So, first off, I've had edibles before this, but this is like my first time like making the can of butter and everything and like making the edibles myself. But yeah. So, first was the can of butter experiment slash journey. It took a long minute to make. Like I've been watching videos and shit like that, and like talking to people about it and trying to figure out how to make it. But I had to do like a whole like double boiler thing, and infuse the weed and all that into the butter. And it took like I probably did like a good 2 hours, and probably did like a like 2.5 grams in the butter, which I was kind of like, damn, is this gonna be enough? But after now, I'm pretty sure it's enough now because your boy be smacked off the eddies. But um, yeah, that was the first thing I made the can of butter, which I'll show like a picture like here or there, somewhere I want to show a picture of the outcome of the can of butter, which I made like a cool little decent amount. Like I still have some, but it's like not much left. But it was pretty cool. I felt like on some Breaking Bad shit, to be honest, like some Walton Jesse shit. But my first edible idea that I made, it was actually, let me start looking at you guys in the camera. I'm sorry about that. I keep looking down at me. Let me look at you. But yeah, my first edible that I made was the brownies, and I can say I wasn't too confident off of like the first experiment, which was the brownies or whatever. Like I thought it was gonna be, I don't know, cause I had some chocolate, some hot chocolate, hot cocoa that was like edible from like my girlfriend, and she definitely like had me on my ass. Like I was earling and everything, like throwing up like shit. But and the fucking can of butter smelled exactly how that shit smelled. So I'm like, okay, I know I did it right, but I don't know how how strong this is going to be. So I was kind of like anxious at first, but um yeah, it was like that smell thing going on when I was like putting the butter and shit in the brownie mixture. And I'm like, shit, this could be bad. Like pretty bad. I could be earling or fuck around and damn did die off of brownie. But I would say the brownie's my first like experiment that it was kind of weaker than like my other like 2 or 3 experiments or meals, I should say. I'm saying experiments. But yeah, it was kind of like a little bit lighter, which I managed to sell some of the brownies, and people were saying they were cool. Which when I had them, like they cool, but like I set up like a whole little notes thing in my phone and all that, like to like record information, like how long it'll take to kick in, how much did I put in there, which I'll put that on the screen somewhere as well. But I feel like it took like a little minute to kick in, and then when it kicked in, I felt like eye high, but I also just mostly felt like sleepy, if anything. But yeah, the first thing I wouldn't say it was like a complete like failure, but it was also like it was weaker than I thought it was because I was like scared to go crazy with the butter. But then I recently also made like this bussin' ass breakfast sandwich, and like I had used some of the can of butter when I made the eggs. It was like a sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich, and I used like some of, like I said, I used the can of butter for the eggs. But I used more when I was toasting like the bread itself, like the sandwich and shit together. When I was toasting, I used like a little bit more, and I could definitely say that shit worked for sure that time. Like I was so fucking smacked. Like I ate one. I had 2 sandwiches that day, but I ate one, and when I ate the first one, I had cut it in half, but I like ate like the first half, and I was like, okay, I kind of smell it. Like as it was getting colder, I'm like, I smell that smelly smell, like that fucking edible smell, like a nigga might Earl. just off that smell alone. But a nigga didn't Earl. It was just that smell is like such a mind thing from that hot cocoa shit. I'm like, that night I was Earling and I know that smell. I'm like, fuck, it makes me sick. But fuck it. So yeah, I had ate like the first like two halves, like the first sandwich before I had like went out that day. No, I ate the sandwich and then me and my sister was working out. We was jumping rope and shit. And that sandwich was definitely flopping up and down in my motherfucking stomach. I'm like, oh my god, I hope I don't throw up off this shit. But I was cool from that. Was high as hell. Then later that day, I had ate a whole like fucking sandwich before I went to go see my man's Veli. Shout out to Veli if you watching this. Shout out to you, my guy. But I ate that whole sandwich. A nigga was smacked like for like hours before I even made it to my friend Veli house. And that was the second edibles attempt. The third one, that shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie, that was like probably like the best one. But it was between like the sandwich and this third one, which was a pizza a pizza quesadilla. I be having like innovative ass. I don't want to say innovative because niggas probably been did that a pizza quesadilla. But I be having like wild ass like little ideas about like what to cook. Your boy be cooking out here, low key a chef. But yeah, I had made a piece of quesadilla and I only used the butter for like the tortilla part when I was toasting everything together. But I used like a good little amount. Like I probably used like one whole like tablespoon of the butter when I made that. And it was yeah, like I said, it was pretty fucking cool. Like it was pretty good. It was delicious, my nigga. Like I'm gonna put the pictures of all these up there, but it was so fucking good, bro. I swear it was good. It was toasted to perfection and it was just delicious. And then out of nowhere, I feel like the more butter I was using, it was like the quicker I started to feel it, I would say. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like when I made the sandwiches, I probably felt this shit like a good 30 minutes into eating it. Well, after eating it. Compared to like the brownie, which was like a whole hour. Like I'm like, bro, when the fuck am I gonna feel something? And then like when I started feeling something, I'm like, it's kind of light, and I feel just like I'm tired, and I don't know if that's just from like bad sleeping schedule or if I'm just feeling the fucking edible. But from the sandwich and the quesadilla for sure, I was like, oh yeah, this shit hit. This shit works. It was a pretty good experience, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, that was just a little quick, little short video, talking about my edibles experience. Um, that's pretty much all I have for today. Yeah, that's all I have for today. I'll probably bring more, I guess, marijuana related content, maybe, but I'm not sure. Maybe a shroom story, maybe. I got like one, like literally recently, but I could save that. I feel like that video gonna be short as hell, so I might have to like retry that. But also, I do feel like I do got the feel for like the swarm videos. If y'all want the swarm video, I could definitely make another one. I'll probably do it a little bit differently. Like I might, record myself like this talking about it, and also like insert certain scenes, but like blur them out, to avoid the copyright, because that shit is a killer. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Also, I did just make a photography portfolio website. It's gonna be like the first link in my link tree. So if y'all are interested in looking at some of my photography, you can go ahead and click the link tree in my, I believe it's in the bio or the about section. But I'll also just put the link down below. But yeah, if you fuck with photography, go ahead and check out my photos. But I believe that's all for today. And I'll see y'all another day soon with another video. I appreciate you all for watching, and I am out of here. Peace.